What's up folks, my name is Felix. Welcome back to another Monday update where we talk about the market, what's currently going on in the DeFi market and in the DeFi high risk market. There's a meme coin launch on the Base mainnet which we want to look into. Then we want to talk a platform which currently gives over 3k APR on Aero token. Then we want to look into greenfigures, what's currently going on over there. Is the last bigger trading protocol going down? And we want to talk about the news in Alpha 365. So stay tuned, let's get right into it. We are sitting at a total value locked of 37.7 billion US dollars in the DeFi market. So we are still at those lows in the beginning of 2021 and it doesn't seem to recover very soon. But despite this fact, the Base mainnet continues to grow. Aerodrome was close to 200 million in total value locked. Now other protocols performing again. For example, Stargate had a big capital increase in the last 24 hours, and there will be a lot of yield farms and other projects launching in the upcoming days. So you might want to watch my upcoming videos. The last statistic I wanted to show you is the comparison of the layer 2s of Ethereum. You can see that the Base mainnet currently has a total value locked here on this page of 377 million, close to zk-Sync era, which is sitting at 470 million, and Base might take over in the next few days, in the next few weeks, and be on the third place of the layer 2s of Ethereum. Now we want to look into the token launch, the meme coin launch, which will be happening this week on the Base mainnet, because there is one I saw big potential in. That this has a reason, because literally the whole team of the Arbidex/BaseSwap is on here. As you can see, one of the OGs here is Madrid, and you should have heard about these projects if you watched my previous videos. BaseSwap was the biggest DEX in the first weeks of the Base mainnet, and Arbidex was one of the biggest DEXs on Aerodrome. And yeah, if I see those people in those projects, in those Discord servers, I get quite excited, because I know a lot of capital will be involved, especially when I see other members or other investors of those projects on those Discord servers. And here in this case with the Bullrun token, this has a lot of potential, especially when it will probably have a farm on BaseSwap. This will completely depend on the launch of the token, which we will see again in the upcoming days. There are still whitelist spots available, a lot of giveaways on Twitter, on Discord for shilling the project. And I, for example, also have 2 whitelist spots to give away. So if you want to get involved, if you're interested in this, let me know down in the comment section, and I will randomly choose 2 of you, which will then get whitelisted. And I will of course also link their Discord down in the description box, that you can check it out yourself and do your research if this is something for you, and of course keep up to date with all the newer information. Now we want to talk about Aerodrome, especially about the token and where you get currently the best yields on the Aero token, because it tends to decrease over time, at least over the last hours and days. And I want to compare this to the Velodrome token. So this is the chart of the Velo token, a native token of the Velodrome platform. That's basically the sister project of Aerodrome. And this token also tended to go down after launch, especially if we measure this. It went down almost 80, 85, maybe even 90%. But the fact is, if a platform has real utility and generates real yield, the token will go up in the future again. We saw this in Velodrome with this increase. It basically did a 15 to 16x from bottom to top. And if we measure it up to February, March, April this year, we can see that it basically did a 40x if you catch the top. If you take a look at the Aero token right now, so the native token of the Aerodrome DEX, we can see the downward spiral which we saw in the Velodrome token as well. But we will find a bottom. Of course, the emissions are still very high and a lot of tokens got airdropped. That's of course also a reason why people are selling, but we will find a bottom at some point. And from there on, with good news, with a potential token launch for the Base mainnet, which might be the Base token, there will be a lot of excitement. And where do you think will people go to qualify for that airdrop? Of course, to the biggest protocol on the Base mainnet. So if we compare Velodrome and Aerodrome here on DeFi Llama, we can see that Aerodrome, even with just a few days of uptime, a few days since launch, it is already bigger than Velodrome of Optimism. And Velodrome is, as you probably already saw before on the comparison of the layer 2s, on a way bigger chain. So on the Optimism mainnet, which has 2.38 billion funds on the chain. So there is a lot of upside for Aerodrome in my opinion, especially with Coinbase behind this blockchain. And that's why I think this token will do well in the future. Of course, we are currently in a downwards trend, but there are opportunities for yield farming with this token. And one opportunity which I use for my Aero tokens is the based farm, because there you can single stake your Aero tokens for a current APR of 3.3k. So you basically get 6 to 10% a day if you just stake your Aero tokens over here. The based farm is already listed on DeFi Llama, and I think not that much people know about it. That's why there is currently a very low total value locked, and you get very high rewards in the base token. Based farm is basically a tomb fork with the base token, which is pegged to Ethereum, and we can see it is above peg currently. So one base token is currently worth 1.7k, and it's very stable currently, and that's why I think it's a great opportunity to get your Aero tokens, put them to work into based farm. Even if I don't want to say this, because the APR will go down the more people deploy the capital on here. But again, currently we have a 3.3k% APR, which is great, which is 6 to 10% every single day, which get rewarded to you in the base token. And the liquidity pool for this is on Aerodrome. So you just jump over to Aerodrome and sell those base tokens for example, USDC or Ethereum to generate your profits. And this is of course also a great hedge against the downwards trend of the Aero token, even more if the Aero token stabilizes or it tends to go up over time. That's at least what we saw in the Velodrome token again. I already created a dedicated video about based farm short after it launched. So if you want to stay always up to date on such kind of protocols, you might want to just subscribe to my channel. The next project we want to talk about right now is greenfigures, the last man standing, so to say, in the DeFi trading protocols with very high rewards. But there is currently also an issue, because one of the team members left the project, and the team member is George Stamp, the guy who is behind or the founder of the Stamp audits, very cheap audits. And he basically said that he will leave the team. He was the dev, he created the dev of the project, and now Mo, the trader, the CEO of the project, is running it. And of course, when a person with good reputation leaves a project, this will lead to massive capital outflow, and that's what I think will also happen in greenfigures. I'm very excited to see if he can keep up with the returns he delivered over the last couple weeks, because we saw already higher fluctuation, also losing trades in the last few weeks, which never happened before. So that's always a sign for me, for example, to get out. I've never been invested in greenfigures, but yeah, that's what I would do right now. I already warned you that something like this will happen in previous videos, and that's basically what happens every single time. I don't think they will rug pull like Delta Ventures, but I expect the returns to go down, that there is some mess happening, the returns will go down and people will turn their back on greenfigures. That's at least how I see it playing out. You have of course to do your own decision on everything. The last project I wanted to talk about in this video is Alpha 365, because there was an announcement in their Telegram group that they have an official launch date, which will be in the mid of September. And they have currently the NFT sale going on, where you can purchase one of the Alpha 365 NFTs, which gives you 5% off your referrals if you have some. Then you also get revenue share from the fees of the buy and sells of the Alpha token. And the important thing here is you don't have to be an investor in Alpha 365. You can just buy the NFT if you want and earn passive income through holding onto the NFT, because every day 2.5% of all these income streams get redistributed to NFT holders. The page where you can mint this NFT looks like this. 1,000 of them are available. One NFT costs you 250 USDC, and you earn your dividends in USDC on the Binance Smart Chain, as well as you need that to purchase this NFT. Just to give you an update what's currently going on in Alpha 365, that they are close to their launch date in probably around 10 to 11 days. If you have any questions or want to share your opinion, feel free to do it down in the comment section. Of course, as always, the links will be provided down in the description box. If you like today's update, would be great if you can hit the like button. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.